pattern to verify they are ready for launch. T-minus 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Orbiter ground support equipment power bus has been turned off. The vehicle is now on internal power, running off its onboard fuel cells, fed by ground reactants through the T0 umbilicals. T-minus 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Engine gimbal checks are complete. Shuttle main engines have been placed in the start position.
We mask it in case it drops back out. No, we're going to stay where we are. Okay.
T-minus 3 minutes and counting. T-minus 2 minutes, 55 seconds. External tank liquid oxygen pressurization has started. Purging of the shuttle main engines is terminated. T-minus 2 minutes, 43 seconds and counting. Retraction has started on the gaseous oxygen vent hood. Ground launch sequencer will make a final check to make sure the vent arm is fully retracted at T-minus 37 seconds. T-minus 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. Orbiter test conductor has requested pilot Brandstein to clear caution and warning memory system. T-minus 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Fuel cell ground supplies have been terminated. Challenger now running off its onboard fuel cell reactants. T-minus 2 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. T-minus 2 minutes and counting. Coming up on liquid hydrogen pressure.
The weather has improved, the weather which caused a 17-minute delay, and in just about 1 minute and 51 seconds, there will be a premiere for the shuttle. Its first nighttime launch, an event that for several historically more important than the...
At T-minus 1 minute, ground launch sequencer will verify the shuttle main engines are ready to start. T-minus 1 minute, 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 1 minute, 15 seconds. Liquid hydrogen tank now at flight pressure. Minute and counting. Sound suppression water system now armed. Pre-liftoff water will be released at T-minus 16 seconds. T-minus 50 seconds and counting. Hydrogen burn igniters have been armed. T-minus 45 seconds and counting. Solid rocket booster development flight instrumentation recorders going to the record mode. Main propulsion system, liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen, outboard fill valves have been closed. T-minus 35 seconds and counting. T-minus 31. We have a go for auto sequence start. Challenger's 4 redundant computer is now assuming primary control of critical vehicle functions from now through liftoff. T-minus 20 seconds and counting. SRB engine nozzle gimbal profile now underway. T-minus 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We have engine start. 2, 1. We have ignition and we have liftoff. Liftoff, 32 minutes after the hour, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Clear. Roger, roll.
Houston confirms good roll program. Standing by for main engine throttle down to control structural loads on Challenger during max Q, the period of maximum redundant pressure. Seconds away. Altitude 1 mile and a half. Throttle's coming down to 69%. Seconds. Altitude 6 miles, downrange 3 miles. Main engine throttle's going back to 100%. Challenger's go at throttle up.
Challenger, Houston, you're go at throttle up. Roger, Houston, we're looking at the moon directly overhead. Roger that.
1 minute, 30 seconds, velocity 3,700 feet per second, altitude 12.5 miles, downrange 9 miles. All three main engines still at 100%. Standing by for solid rocket booster separation.
SLB7 is complete, Houston.
Roger. Confirm SRB separation. Guidance has confirmed, has converged.
Houston, your first stage performance was nominal. Boy, Brown, you should have seen it from here. It was daylight almost all the way up. Well, I'll bet it was. Challenger, Houston, you have 2-engine TAL capability. Roger, Houston, 2-engine TAL capability.
Challenger now capable of a transatlantic abort to Dakar, Senegal on Africa's west coast if one main engine fails. Elapsed, velocity 6,500 feet per second, altitude is 40 miles, downrange 68 miles. Flight Director Jay Green taking a status before Challenger reaches the negative return point, getting a go from all flight controllers. Three minutes, 45 seconds, velocity 7,700 feet per second, altitude 49 miles, downrange 112 miles. Challengers go.
Challenger, Houston, negative return. Roger, negative return. Challenger, Houston, press to MECO. Press to MECO, we'll see you over there.
It will be like flying, I imagine, at high altitude at night.
Capable of returning to the launch site. Press to MECO call. Tells spacecraft commander Dick Truly that Challenger can now continue uphill if one main engine fails.
MECO is main engine cutoff.
4 minutes, 40 seconds. All three engines still solid at 100%. Velocity is 9,700 feet per second. Altitude 55 nautical miles. Downrange 105 miles.
As you look at your screen, you might be slightly confused. We
Have splashed down by now, and the recovery teams will be on the way there to see if they can locate them. Is that going to be a bigger problem at night?
I guess we'll have to ask them when they get back. Since this is the first time they've done it.
5 minutes, 15 seconds. Challenger still go. Velocity 11,000 feet per second.
Well, that was a perfect night launch, the first. I guess you couldn't wish for anything better. I mean, it was 17 minutes late because of the weather, but apart from that, from what we saw, it went perfectly. We're waiting for the main engine cutoff, which should be, you know, in a couple of minutes from now. We're going to have a look at the replay anyway, in case you just joined us. missed the launch. So anyway, we're going to replay it again now, the first night launch of the shuttle.
Auto sequence start. Challenger's forward redundant computer is now assuming primary control of critical vehicle functions from now through liftoff. T-minus 20 seconds and count.
Challenger, Houston, your single-engine TAL capability. Roger, Houston, single-engine TAL capability.
Challenger now capable of reaching Dakar Airport if two main engines fail. 6 minutes, 10 seconds elapsed. Velocity 13,750 feet per second. Altitude 58 miles. Downrange 336 miles. Predicting main engine cutoff for 8 minutes, 42 seconds.
Been able to actually see the launch itself, see it live, so to speak, directly. In fact, for a radius of 450 miles from the Cape. You know, probably a minute or two after the launch, it would have come over the horizon, depending on how far away you were.
Challenger, Houston, your single engine press to me, go. Roger, Houston, single engine press to me, go.
That call tells the crew to press on even if two-man engine shut down early. 7 minutes, 5 seconds elapsed. Velocity 17,000 feet per second. Altitude's 58 nautical miles. Downrange 459 nautical miles. All three engines still at 100%. Flight Director Green taking a status check. Getting a go from all controllers. 7 minutes, 45 seconds elapsed. Velocity 20,380 feet per second. Altitude's 58 nautical miles. Downrange 580 miles. All three main engines now into
down to the ground. It was just like noontime in the middle of a day here in Florida as the Challenger raced up through the clouds. There was a cloud cover here, so I doubt if people 450 miles away managed to see it. But those along the Florida coast, no doubt, were able to see this red glow coming off from pad 39A and then shooting up skyward. It was just a tremendous sight to see the sky light up completely. I've never seen anything before like that in my life, and for a minute and 10 seconds it was sheer daylight.
And then what happened? It seemed to sort of eclipse fairly quickly here. I presume it entered the cloud layer. What happened there?
Once it got through the cloud layer, Kevin, it just started. It was almost like an eclipse of the sun. It kept getting a little dimmer, a little dimmer, a little dimmer, and then by the time it went through about 9,000 feet of clouds, it returned to darkness here, like 2:30 in the morning should be along the Florida coast.
Okay, Tom, thanks. Sounds a spectacular sight. Glad you were able to were there and able to tell us about it. We were watching it here, as have been millions of people around the world watching it on television, and it's a peculiar thing. I guess from what Tom says that the actual sensation, the spectacle of it there must have been somewhat greater than we were able to appreciate on the screens, because as we saw, it vanished fairly quickly into that cloud cover, and as Tom said, probably the earlier predictions that people would be able to see it for 450 miles around may not have been so. Anyway, it is nevertheless the first night launch, and a successful one. Has the main engine cutoff occurred yet? It should be any moment.
Yes, it sounds as if they have.
What's the ohms one burn? Challenger's in the burn attitude now.
Challenger, Houston, 30 seconds to LOS. Configure LOS. We'll see you at Dakar at 1-8.
Okay, Houston, looks like the ohms one burn is off to a normal start.
Roger. We confirm ignition on both engines and the burn looks good. Bermuda has loss of signal. The Ohms 1 burn in progress at LOS. About a minute to go in the burn at that time. Was proceeding normally. Acquisition at Dakar in 5 minutes. At a mission elapsed time of 12 minutes, 40 seconds. This is Shuttle Control, Houston. Altitude 6 miles, downrange 3 miles. Main engine throttle's going back to 100%. Challenger's go at throttle up. Challenger, Houston, you're go at throttle up.
Roger, Houston.
Let's see, 1 and 16 are the same, aren't they?
You don't know if Sieg thinks you're free to go, though.
Where am I going to go?
Lynn, I didn't hear that. I didn't have my IFB in. What's happening?
They're coming back to me at the end of Nightline. Gene is free to go, but
When is the end of Nightline?
I assume the end of Nightline is at 3:30. They have to sync up with their tape now. Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just watching it. I wonder if I better pick up a telephone and call Steve before he goes home and go to bed.
He said he was going to come back and talk to us.
Well, that's what I thought.
I'll look again.
Crackers or cookies or something?
You got five of them. Here for this one rather than the last one.
Do you want one of my M&M chocolate peanut candies that Karen brought me? Would you like one?
It is spectacular. It does catch your attention. Oh, I will. Yeah, I think it does. All the films and everything I've seen.
If anybody wants a candy, there's candy here.
I just think that I was a little not disappointed, but I just thought it would be brighter than it was, although it was spectacularly bright. Well, what do you got planned for tomorrow, or what? I understand that. Okay. Well, I'll just head out to Houston tomorrow.
I gotta talk to you. Can you hear me? Last flight up to Houston, because Continental's on strike. The last flight
You mean
non-stop.
for landing?
4 o'clock.
That's what you're on.
Okay. Well, I'll be
I can't-
I'll be
there's no
down
way
at
I'm gonna be able to take
at
it.
the Space Center anyway during the mission,
Not gonna
back
cut
and
the
forth
beat.
all the
Not
time,
with
so I'll be
the
available.
way
again.
things
Wait,
have been here.
go through Atlanta.
All right.
There's one later.
You can go through it. You have to change planes.
I'm holding hands.
Or come in the
There's
morning.
also an 8 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know anything about
Their local time. Would that be all
I
right?
know you don't know anything about Good Morning America. Anything.
Fine.
So, I mean, and no one said anything to me, so I'll just plan to go back to Houston tomorrow. Well, no one said boo, so okay, and they're probably in bed now. Okay. Well, I'll be around here for excuse me for a while until Lynn's off the air with Nightline anyway. So I'll be here for another 30 minutes or an hour. All right, hold on.
Hi. Hi. Yeah, I thought it was fine.
No more black.
Why didn't we stay on? Okay. I was happy. I thought it was fine. Oh, okay. I thought that... Yeah, they want me to do a pop at the end of Nightline, and then there's a 3:30 press conference here that I'm not going to go to, but I think I'll just listen in on. The post-ascent. There's a post-launch press conference. Yeah, but it's really no big deal.
Are you listening to the mission?
Well, I think it was 32. Ted was talking as if it was 33, but I will check. What was the official? I think it was 2:32.
What?
12:30. What was the official launch
I
time?
wrote it down. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was 32. Me too. Well, everything is plus 17 minutes. It's very easy. That's not so hard.
I wrote it down. Okay.
Doing that? Well, we'll just be off.
Here. 2:32.
Well, thanks. I thought it worked fine. I thought the... Wait a
Your
minute.
husband's on the other phone.
Huh?
2:32.
Will you? Will you call back? Okay. Goodbye. Hello? Hi. Uh-huh.
These aren't.
Ed, are you staying around?
Really?
No, I'm going to leave it. So,
Because?
Okay. Fine, except I'll take them.
Who did?
she just needs to be updated on what's going on.
To do what?
Yeah, that's fine.
What's going on?
That's the one that breaks all the time. That's the one that breaks
You're
all the time.
kidding.
That's great. Okay.
Oh, wait.
You want me to do it before?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no,
go
this is
watch
fine.
them
All right?
This is great.
This way.
'Cause
I've seen it.
that's,
I've seen it that so many
the
times.
fact is this has been glued. See this? Look at it.
Oh, see?
49.
Oh, yeah.
See that? You're
Yeah, when you
kidding.
stand up, we'll pull the other one.
I thank you for your help.
Nightline is going off at 3:49. They're going through its entirety. In other words, they're going to do an hour nightline.
Yeah.
Well, I may want to save that.
Yeah.
Should I say I'm pissed?
You have to discuss that with Steve.
Hmm?
You have to discuss that with Steve. It's his show.
You know, the old queuing thing, he tells me in a hurry to do a 15 or 20 second on-camera thing, and then interrupts my entire logic, where I said, right after I said Thornton was asked to resign 2 years ago and he refused, I never could explain why, because he was hockeying me on the ear thing to throw it back to Lynn. It would have taken 10 seconds more. I should have been tougher. I blame myself for that. I should have been tougher. Because we threw a non sequitur at the audience.
I know.
Didn't we? We never said why he was asked to resign.
Is there a flight?
What day's tomorrow?
4 o'clock non-stop.
Yeah, and then that's it.
Oh, I'm not going to talk to you the rest of today, probably, right?
Yeah, but they're flying a couple of their flights
Okay.
are flying.
Yeah.
There's also an 8 in the morning.
Me neither.
It's in at 9, and I think I might try to do that. Probably too late for you.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. 6 something? Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow night at the Fairmont, right? I'll call you and leave a message what my hours are. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Bye. Yes, apparently our San Francisco affiliate owned station cut in with local news the whole time and slid in and out of us. At one point they came in on us and you were in mid-sentence.
San Francisco?
KGO.
You know, Bob said, you know, when we're talking about the brightness, he says, but looking at the television films, he says, I don't recall it being as bright as yours. And I don't think it was, but one of the main reasons is because the engines burn a little different. But the Saturn V stays around so much longer.
Takes longer to clear the
This
tower.
thing is gone.
Yeah.
Where the Saturn V blows out, and it's in 15 seconds you're up to 40,000 feet. In 15 seconds you're past the planet. So you have more chance for the daylight to spread.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, there's something else too, which is the camera. In 10 years, the studio camera, the television camera technology is a little bit different. The bright, it doesn't just bloom out to bright light. It's able to see that bright light without just blooming out.
But this one moves so fast.
Boy, am I glad they got up. Oh, am I glad they got up.
Could you imagine doing this again tomorrow?
No.
You know, I don't mean to be a cynic, but you know, that's why I go over that abort stuff, because, you know, if that ever happens,
We better know.
we've got to be prepared to talk.
I agree.
Kyle wants to be up here with you for the Nightline. All right.
Where are you going? Going home?
I don't know. I'm gonna go
Pack and get in? A 3-hour day? That's it?
3 hour. That's right.
No, the 2 I got. That's
I'm going to go downstairs.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just,
Appreciate your help.
If there's
Yeah.
a non-direct way to go to Houston, I guess I can still try that.
A non-direct?
Yeah.
If you want to, you have to go through Atlanta.
You go through Atlanta.
You have to change planes in Atlanta. It's
Atlanta,
all Eastern.
New Orleans, or even Memphis. But
All right.
Atlanta.
Do it through Atlanta.
I'll have Jones.
If you want to. If you'd rather come in the morning, I don't have any problem with that.
Sleep. Or
Yeah.
not even such a good night. I ruined my
Yeah, you could.
This place, this way, I'm going to the second place.
I don't know.
But, what do you got to lose? I also don't want to leave you alone up here.
Appreciate your help.
Now?
Yes, my pleasure.
I'm not doing anything until the Nightline's over, and I'll have Kyle. And then I got to start hanging out with Karen.
Where are you going? You don't know.
Hit one of my other producers. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I hope.
Helen, you're sort of the Renaissance,
I'm in my 3-producer mode. I can't leave. I'll just stand up.
You doing anything for Good Morning America?
Yes, I have to do a bunch of things.
Oh, if you you are. What do you mean you're going to stick around until that like time? Go home.
Did you want
I
to
don't
look
know.
around one? We can just pull the plug there.
Yeah, I'll pull it. I got it.
Except for Mike. We're coming back for an X-ray. All right, let's go with the mic.
David Hardy, you are.
You could have the mic.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy. This way you're not, it only takes a second.
Hey,
Put
thank
this
you,
on.
everybody. Appreciate the help.
Gene, you're not leaving, right?
No, I'll be downstairs.
Okay. Hi.
I'm sorry you didn't get the message about Al O'Hara.
No, but I have no problem with it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Um,
No.
it
In fact, my first reaction was I assumed that you had set it up. But that's fine with me. I have no problem at all.
What I thought was you'd be back earlier today. We got the message from Clark, and I just wanted to, I'm sorry about that.
Don't be silly.
I'm going to fight a little for time because
Now, is this an interview that it's your interview but I'm sitting in on, or is this my interview?
it is your,
Figure out.
meaning, yes, it was booked.
Wait, let me get out of here. Wait a minute. I can walk away. But I am coming back. Okay.
Yes, I'll be right here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bob Jordan's asking you to try on your IFC to make sure you're hearing him. He wants to talk to the IFC.